We're getting FBI out here, dude.
Okay, get the FBI. All right, don't get that close. 6 foot distance, bro.
Yeah,
6 foot distance, bro.
Yeah.
We got reports that you were on private property filming.
Nope, I'm on the street. So am I being detained?
Yes, right now you are. You're not free to go.
For what? Why am I still here then?
I'm still investigating the trespassing.
For what?
Now I'm telling you that I'm detaining you for up to an hour until we determine whether or not
they told me
the
to
crime of
leave.
You want to continue talking over me?
At 4th Street and Lake Mead, Henderson, Nevada, a routine filming audit turns tense when Officer Anderson.2083 confronts Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas for recording near a titanium plant. The officer claims trespassing and announces a detention without articulable suspicion, triggering a debate on 4th Amendment and stop and identify laws. As the officer closes distance and threatens to call the FBI, the scene escalates into a gripping standoff over constitutional rights. Would you stand firm like Pitbull or comply under pressure? Follow ID Refusal Pro and support the original channel, Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas, to keep citizen journalism alive.
And we're here to do a audit of a building that's called Titan. That is a place that a viewer recommended me go filming. It's a big titanium plant out here with government contracts. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm on my way. The only way up there is up this street. It's all the way at the end, like it's almost the hole where that red truck is down there. So I'm gonna go check it out, guys. So as you can see, guys, I'm on the scooter moving. Check it all out. There's a whole bunch of industrial stuff like this extreme warehouse with the extreme snorkels and condors. That's over here. Yeah, Henderson Office Park. Got some little office. But for the most part, see, it's stuff like this where they're mining and stuff. So this is Robertson's Ready Mix facility. Pretty cool. You see? So here we are. This is the whole facility. It's all around me. This is called the Timet facility, a titanium plant. This is pretty crazy. This is like an old structure that I pulled up on here. You can tell it's been here for a long time. So, raising safety awareness. Chlor-alkali products. So, it's pretty cool. The mountain. You see some way out here. There's the Fiesta Hotel. You see the sign way over there. This is all part of their facility. Once we pass that Ready Mix facility down there that I was talking about, I think that was the end of, that was where the beginning of their facility, Timet, started. So you can see it goes way over there. So we're gonna go see. All right, here we are, we're on the scooter. We'll go check it out. So this is the office visitors plant is this way. And the plant entrance is that way. So I guess the office is this way. Pretty interesting. Here comes a big truck. I don't have time for this guy. Who is this guy? Well, see what this thing is?
What are you doing here?
As Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas documents the titanium facility, his actions fall under constitutionally protected public photography safeguarded by the First Amendment. He remains on a public roadway, a space open for expressive activity and news gathering. Under Department of Homeland Security DHS Memo 2018-5, individuals are permitted to photograph publicly visible areas of federal or contracted properties, provided they do not enter restricted zones. Pitbull clearly states he is filming from the street, not from private or secured land. His calm commentary and spatial awareness demonstrate lawful auditing behavior. The absence of law enforcement interference at this stage reinforces that no crime, trespass, or security breach has occurred. Citizens are reminded that lawful recording of government-affiliated sites promotes transparency and accountability, key principles of the U.S. Constitution.
You work here? You got any business here? Private road. You need to get going then.
This is public property right here, the street. I just came up this street.
This is a private.
This is a public 4th Street access for the public.
Private road, sir.
There's private over there. There's no signs that say I can't be on this road right here.
Sir, there's something there that says no photographing.
It says no. That doesn't matter. I'm in a public area.
You need to get going. We get FBI out here, dude.
Okay, get the
this
FBI.
Is governed under DHS.
You can call the FBI, bro. That's crazy. You would waste resources like that for me doing some filming.
Let's get going, dude.
This is public photography. I'm allowed to be filming, man.
Yeah, you're allowed to be filming in the general public.
I am.
Just get going, please.
I'm allowed to film anything I want in this area.
Let's just go.
I don't need to.
You don't need to, but you're just to make my job and your job easier.
I know, but you just said that I needed to. Now you say I don't need to.
DHS is governing this site, sir, so you just got to get going. Come on.
Okay, this is a public facility, though, paid by the public, if it has government contracts. I'm not on your property, so I don't know what this guy's talking about. You hear that, guys? He's trying to tell me. He said at first that I was on his property. Then he says that I don't need to leave, but it would just make his job easier. Do you have identification? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
What do you want me to do with this guy here?
I guess he doesn't want to identify himself. He wants to ask me, you know, to be, you know, we want to be, you know, polite to each other. I ask him, he doesn't want to answer my question.
As I said, all I can tell you is this site is governed by DHS. You need to get going.
So what's your name?
Come on.
This is where I'm supposed to be, bro. I'm over here doing my job.
This is a private road, sir, so just get going.
It's not a private road.
It is.
You even said it before, and I already know. I've looked it up on Google Maps. This is public access, this road. That right there, past those gates, past that gate, yeah, that's your property. I'm not nowhere near that. I'm not going in your property.
Okay?
Or that's their property. I know. I understand, but
I'm wasting time, dude. Stop.
I got things to do.
I don't have time for this. Let's go.
I do. This is my job.
Well, do your job somewhere else.
This is what my job is.
Get the proper stuff to film, do your stuff, and then...
I did get the proper stuff to film.
Who?
You know what that is?
From who?
The Constitution. My First Amendment right to film in public.
Okay, dude. You're wasting your time.
You're the one that said you wanted to call the FBI for me doing a illegal activity.
Stop it. Stop it. You're wasting your time.
I'm wasting my time doing what?
That.
All right. If you want to leave me alone so I can continue doing what I'm doing. Oh, God. Here comes another guy. Let's see what this guy wants to say now.
Hey, this is all private. It's not public.
This is a public street. I can't hear you. I'm not here to do no ill will. I'm just here filming.
I understand, but this is a highly sensitive area.
I know, and I'm not in an unrestricted area. I'm on a public street.
All right.
Because, you know, I'm just saying. I mean, he said it too. All right, don't get that close. 6 foot distance, bro. 6 foot distance, bro.
Yeah, don't get it.
Yeah, look, even he's telling you to get away from me. 6 foot distance. You see how far he is? I can touch him. You think my arm's 6 foot? Wow, look at that intimidation factor. Did you see that? Tried to assault me.
Okay.
Tried to assault me.
Let's go.
Wow, even your own partner told you stop, get away, because that was ridiculous what you just did. I've been professional this whole time. This is a First Amendment protected activity on a public street that I'm filming. You wanted to do that? I got you now. I'm gonna look you up because you're public record with your company. I'm gonna put in a complaint with Allied Security right now. That's for sure. Your guy right here was on film saying for you to stop and you kept doing it. So if he's your supervisor, that's even worse. So you see these guys, they don't know what to do. I'm gonna continue doing my thing, go film the other buildings that I need to film. And we'll see if the FBI shows up. I hope the FBI shows up. That would be the best thing ever, man. You can't believe you said that. You just spouted off like you've been watching some FBI files. I'm gonna call the FBI. Come on, man. Do you know how dumb you sounded when you did that? At least you do. That's good. That's all I needed to see. I mean, you know that was ridiculous. Then you tell me I'm allowed to be here just to leave. If you would have been polite, I would have been gone. I was filming one little area. He doesn't want to hear it no more because he lied and did his little thing. Wow, man, so unprofessional. It's all right, you can photo me. That's a First Amendment protected activity, man. You see this guy? I mean, this guy doesn't want to talk no more. He was professional, but his buddy wasn't. Now he wants to be unprofessional. I'm asking him if I should wait for the FBI to come, because I will wait. I'm not going to run for something that I'm doing legal activity. And he won't respond. You see this. This is live. Everyone's talking right now about why aren't you responding and doing your job, a professional, what security's supposed to do. You're not going to respond.
During this encounter, Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas faces a private security officer who falsely claims authority over a public roadway, demanding he leave and even threatening to call the FBI. Such intimidation contradicts constitutional and statutory protections. Under the First Amendment, public photography from a lawful vantage point cannot be restricted based on discomfort or suspicion. The Department of Homeland Security DHS Directive 2018-5 explicitly reaffirms that filming government contracted facilities from public spaces is protected activity, not a threat. By maintaining composure and invoking constitutional rights, Pitbull exposes a misapplication of authority and highlights the importance of knowing one's rights under federal law. The security guard's approach, including physical proximity and refusal to identify, would be considered unprofessional conduct, potentially violating 18 U.S.C. S-242, which prohibits deprivation of rights under color of law.
You hear that, guys? Now he's gonna call the cops, he said. Here's the cops here, so we're gonna see right here. Oh, here's a cop right here. Let's see what he wants to say. Shit. There it is. That's Henderson Police Department, as you see. So he's pulling over. He's gonna make contact. We'll see what he wants. So you see that's car 5935. We'll ask him for his badge and all that in a minute. We'll see what's up. So I'm gonna move and we'll see if this guy gets all tripped out if I move. Let's see if he wants to move. I'm gonna go this way. I thought he was gonna just say something, but he's not. Let's just keep walking up. This cop, I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? Let's see. Let's wait for this cop. See what he wants to say, man. I'm done with this. My God. I can already tell it's gonna be a tyrant. Let's see what he says.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how about yourself?
Doing all right. We got reports that you were on private property filming.
Nope, I'm on the street. Unless this is a private street all of a sudden, which it's not, because I asked all the companies right here.
Okay.
Now, I tried to tell that. They've been harassing me, following me for 20 minutes or 30 minutes maybe. They keep going up with their little golf carts way up. I'm not on nobody's property. I'm not doing no ill will.
You never went on their private property?
I'm not on their property. This street, I never went off the street. Nothing that says no unauthorized access, nothing. I never went past their gates. I never went past their guard checks, nothing. Never went up to their guard checks. So I can be right, just like I'm here filming right here. I can be this is what I do for a living, and I'm doing a story. I told them that. They keep harassing me. I'm finishing up my story, and that's it.
What are you doing a story on, can I ask?
I'm not going to say, because then if I tell you the story, how can I release the story? It's not a story anymore. So I don't release any information ever.
I'm just going to verify that you weren't trespassing, because we were told that you were. What's your last name?
I'm not gonna. I don't have to give my ID for what? I haven't done a crime.
I'm
filming.
investigating a crime. I have reasonable.
But there's no
suspicion to believe
reasonable
that
suspicion of me committing a crime with a camera. No, it's not. I'm filming. I'm a photographer, and that's
you were
what I'm
told that
doing.
you were trespassing.
Okay, so you need to go investigate it, but I'm
That's
not
what I'm
trespassing.
doing. I'm here investigating.
They
that.
never trespass me. No cop has trespassed me. Nobody can trespass me from a public street. I have witnesses at this property here that watched them and even commented on it and said that what they were doing was following me and harassing them. They would testify against it. So go do your investigation. I don't need to give my name and ID. But I don't need to give my name and ID up for anything. I don't give up. That's a Fourth Amendment right. I don't have to reveal that to you for nothing. I've done no crime. There's no suspicion of a crime. I'm here filming, and that's it. And you know that's all I'm doing. So you can't violate my right. Well, you're watching and you came up and filmed. So, and you can go ask anybody else around these properties. I'm doing nothing else but filming, and that's not a suspicion of a crime. You cannot suspect that of a crime from me just filming right here.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm on a public property. I don't care, bro. I'm not gonna talk to you. Am I being detained?
Yes, right now you are.
For what? For what crime?
Until I find out whether or not you were trespassing.
What crime?
I just told you.
What
trespassing.
crime? There is no trespassing. Because how can you trespass from this? How can you trespass? This road goes all the way down. I can be on this road anywhere.
When Officer Anderson 2083 from Henderson Police arrives, he immediately questions Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas about trespassing and requests identification. However, no articulable reasonable suspicion or probable cause is presented. Under the Fourth Amendment, citizens are protected from unlawful searches and seizures, including detentions without cause. Additionally, according to Nevada revised statutes, NRS 171.123, a person must only provide ID if lawfully detained under suspicion of a crime. Pitbull's refusal is therefore constitutionally sound. The officer's insistence on holding him up to an hour without verified evidence raises concerns of potential unlawful detainment. Despite rising tension, Pitbull remains calm, asserting his First Amendment right to record and his Fourth Amendment right to privacy. The key takeaway, asserting rights firmly but respectfully is lawful, while officers must articulate specific suspicion before detaining or demanding identification.
He's come back up. Okay. So he's claiming he was never asked to leave, never went past any point where it says private entry or any of that nature. He's saying that he was down there on their property, he was advised that it was their property, and he was asked to leave and was told, go call the FBI. Was what he said to them.
They never asked me to leave, he just said, I'm gonna call the FBI. That's what, I mean, it was funny. These guys at Snorkel were laughing so hard across the way, bro. He goes, he yelled, he goes, you're gonna call the FBI for a guy with a camera? And that guy got on, and then he refrains and says, it was the guy in the hard hat, it was the first guy that was there, come up on me. He said, I said, sir, it's a public road, I'm just going up and down the road, da da da. He goes, well, you don't have to leave, but it'd just make my job easier. Just leave, please.
Okay, so this is where we're at right now, okay?
Okay, I'm willing to leave from the, I'm not gonna mess with them anymore.
Okay, so this is what all comes down to with us, man, is everybody's allowed to film where public has access, right?
Yep.
Our understanding is, we're gonna screw over here a little bit with the
yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's been pretty bad.
Our understanding is this is a private drive.
Okay.
Hold on. So our understanding is this is a private drive, okay?
Uh-huh.
You don't need, so on a private drive, you don't have the liberty to go on a private property to film. You know what I'm saying? Especially this is owned and maintained by the company. It isn't owned and maintained by the city.
It's not owned and maintained by them, though.
No, so that's what's right at the bottom of it, is it Ahern that owns it. If Ahern owns it and you're on their property, they can trespass you from the property. You know what I mean?
They could if they asked you already to leave before that point. If they told you to leave.
If they told you to leave.
But if they haven't, and all he said was, and I told him over and over, I said,
actually, I'm gonna go back on that for a second. Anybody on anybody's property can be trespassed, even if they never went on the property.
We're not gonna arrest you for trespassing until after.
It just means you just get trespassed. Now, if you come back, you can be arrested. But to be trespassed, you don't have to be on the property and asked to leave. They can trespass you regardless.
So, but they never asked me that. And what it was is he said, I'm gonna call the FBI. They cackle him. That's why I said they told me right away.
Over here?
There was a whole bunch of guys in here, in the back doing their break. They cackled him. It was funny. And they said, then I said, okay, good. If you're going to call the FBI, if that's what you're really doing, because I don't think the FBI is going to show up for a camera, I'm not going to run from law enforcement. And like you said, if you've watched my videos, that's what I always say. I'm not going to run from you guys and have you guys find me 3 blocks away and think I was running. So then they can say, he ran. He knew he was, no. I know I'm doing something right. I looked at Google Maps. This is a regular street. It has access to multiple businesses. I actually rent from here, so I've actually done business with this company.
But even though Google shows it coming in
I understand what you're saying now. They're saying it's a private drive, but on Google it shows it's public roadway. See, that it's not owned by any one company here.
And it could show that, but doesn't take away from the fact that it actually is.
But they don't own it. The people that are trying to trespass me from the road.
They're saying that they own, so this little intersection right here, they own past that.
They don't. It's on Google. I mean, I'm not going to go back. I'm not trying to cause issues. That's not my thing.
Right.
I want them to know, though, that you're not going to threaten me with the FBI and then I'm going to run.
And like we're not going to do any of that. But one thing I'll tell you, though, is this. So they have a picture of you on the property.
When I rode down on the scooter.
Right. Yeah. So because that you were on the property, they want you trespassed.
But that's because I had to get out. They never asked me, and all I did was flip around. And I've been up here talking to these guys and filming over here for the whole time. So I'm willing to leave, but I'm not going to ID for something I didn't do wrong. Because there's no signs. If you could show me one sign that shows me this is not a public roadway, that this is private property, or I'm not allowed to enter here, you won't, because it says visitor access down here. So I was going down there to check out. I was actually going to the visitor access to see if I can tour the plant. I thought it was kind of cool. I looked it up. It's a titanium plant. Let me check it out, right? I get down there. Security pulls up on me within 2 seconds and is like, you can't be down here. I'm going to call the FBI. But I said, wait a minute. I said, it's a public. He goes, well, you could be here, but just, man, I can't have, I mean, it's making my job hard. So he backpedaled. You know, he's not telling me it's private property at all. He's saying it, then he's backpedaling. And that's what I'm saying. If he would have said, this is private property, you're going to get trespassed. No, all he said was, I'm going to call the FBI. I said, okay, I'm going to wait for the FBI. I asked him multiple times on the camera, over and over and over, are you calling the FBI yet? If you are, let me know. I'll wait. If not, I'm leaving. The only reason I'm waiting is because I'm not going to run from law enforcement. I say it over and over on the camera. So I told him I'm wanting to leave. I'm supposed to meet my wife anyways for dinner. She's not going to be happy about this, that if I tell her she hates that I'm filming. So I'm not going to bother them, but they don't need to come in their cars. I would like you guys to ask them. They wanted to circle me in their cars. He got within, I'm not going to show you because it's totally aggressive, within this close, hit my camera with his phone, you know, trying to get in my face. His guy, and he better not lie, because I mean, I would hope he'd be honest. The bald guy said that the other guy told him, stop, because he was all chasing me in my face with the thing. I almost fell over my scooter. It's not right what they did. And I told him, I kept asking him, should I wait for the FBI? All I want to know is, did you really contact her? Are you trying to bluff me? I'm leaving regardless. I came here, I got a few good shots, because it's awesome. They got cement trucks mixing the cement non-stop, pouring it. Have you ever seen them clean a cement truck? I bet you haven't. I never even knew how they did that. It's a chemical truck that comes in, pumps it in, and the chemical must do something with the cement to make it run out.
You're filming that?
Yeah, I mean that's all, and that's what I was really filming, was the cement truck. I never cared about that.
And this is what I'll tell you, like, and I wasn't here, so I'm not saying one way or another, but when people, these businesses have people come on the property filming, it makes people uneasy. That's what it is.
I understand that.
Now with them not knowing what happened, not picking sides with that either, but they have a job to do. They're doing their best to try to do their job, not to say whether it was right or wrong, while still trying to protect your liberties and your rights as well, okay? So just give me a few minutes and we'll talk with them, and I'm gonna try to get you out of here, okay? Just sit tight, okay? But that's where we're at, though, okay? If their concern is you being on their property.
And my biggest concern right now is that I am unwilling to identify there's no reason to identify for a crime I haven't committed, because I don't want to do that for something just because they wanted to cry over their feelings. I understand people are uneasy with the camera, and I will respect you there. Somebody stood in front of my house. One of my videos is a parking enforcement lady sitting in front of my house for over 45 minutes in a blacked out car. I walk out to confront her. I got fined by the HOA because you're not allowed to confront somebody from the HOA. And I got 1 million views on that. I was called Karen more than her. So, but I'm just saying, that's my thing. I'm not, I'm not trying to bother them, but they chased me up here nonstop. I got it on camera nonstop. My lawyer was on the phone watching it live. I called him up to make sure everything was cohesive. And because I've been doing, like he said, I've been doing this a while. I know better now what to do. That's why I check Google Maps. That's why I check everything. That's why I question them. Should I leave? Is the FBI coming, or should I wait for the FBI? What do you want? They play the dead silent game. Well, at that point, I'm going to wait then. That means you must be waiting. And then they had 3 more cars pull up and circle me. I'm like,
let me go wrap with them and I'll
all right, I appreciate it. Before you go over, what's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Van Beveren.
Because you're a sergeant.
Yeah, 1337.
How long have you been in the police?
15 years.
I can tell, man. Very professional. Appreciate it. And you, man, I'm not going to say you're unprofessional. If you've watched my videos, I'll probably give you a B. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna give you an
fine.
A.
You do whatever you like to do, man.
All right, man. We're wrapping up, okay?
We're good, man.
So this is then.
Hey, it's First Amendment, bro. I'll smile for you. You want the smile?
Yeah, give me a smile.
Look.
I can't see.
Oh no, bro. I need to be safety first, bro. Safety first.
Man, we can get a smile.
No, bro. I got kids and wife. She won't like that if I take off this mask.
So
Right on, bro. No ill will, man. You have a good day.
So I'm gonna get you out of here. So
Yep.
just so we're on the same page. So I explained what their concern was
Mhm.
with their businesses. With that, we have other multiple businesses. We want to get more definitive information on who owns the road, who has rights to what. So that being said, there is no trespassing going
Okay.
on right now. You're free to leave.
All right.
Unless you have any questions.
So we are here, guys. You see, Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas. We are here. We're filming. Oh, look at the dog. He's awesome. Look at the dog. I didn't even notice you, buddy. And so here's the Henderson PD. I gotta say they did a good job. I don't know if I agree with the detainment, but other than that, I mean, they explained the laws to me or what they think. I got his contact information for the sergeant. He's very helpful. He's gonna, I'm gonna contact him and do a follow-up to see what this road access, who actually owns this road.
When Sergeant Van Beveren 1337 arrives, the tone of the encounter shifts from confrontation to clarification. He listens to Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas's account and objectively reviews the claims of trespassing. Unlike prior officers, Van Beveren applies de-escalation principles and emphasizes clarity in jurisdiction. By acknowledging the photographer's First Amendment right to record in public spaces and admitting uncertainty over road ownership, he restores professionalism and respect to the situation. The sergeant's conduct aligns with community policing standards, contrasting with earlier unlawful detainment under the Fourth Amendment concerns. Pitbull's insistence on remaining calm and informed proves crucial. This moment demonstrates how accountability, lawful transparency, and mutual respect can prevent escalation. The resolution ends with acknowledgement, there is no trespass, and the citizen is free to leave. A clear win for constitutional rights over confusion and overreach. This ID refusal case between Pitbull Cop Watch Las Vegas and Officer Anderson reveals the balance between law enforcement authority and constitutional liberty. Pitbull earns a solid grade A for his calm demeanor and accurate use of First and Fourth Amendment protections. Officer Anderson initially misapplied reasonable suspicion standards, earning a grade C, while Sergeant Van Beveren demonstrated grade A professionalism by applying de-escalation and correcting course. The video reinforces that ID refusal is lawful when no articulable crime exists. Citizens should stay calm, record interactions, cite relevant laws, and never obstruct. Upholding the First Amendment right to record and the Fourth Amendment protection against unlawful detention is fundamental to a free society. Laws referenced: First Amendment, right to record public officials ensures freedom of speech and press through public documentation. Fourth Amendment, protection from unlawful detention or search, prevents illegal seizure and enforces due process. Reasonable suspicion doctrine, Terry v. Ohio 1968, requires specific articulable facts before any lawful detention. De-escalation policy, police conduct standard, encourages peaceful communication over confrontation. For more real-world audits and legal insights, subscribe to ID Refusal Pro and support the original Cop Watch Las Vegas channel to keep public accountability alive.